Perfect. And then we're going to go to here, YouTube, and if anyone's hopping in already, you're going to hear me chit-chatting while I'm trying to figure out how to share my video. Where is it? Let's go to me, my channel. There it is. There's the, nope, that's the old live drawing. No, that's the new one. Oh, I don't have a new cover for it. I'll have to create a new cover. There's the live view. All right, let's go drop that into Facebook and see if anyone wants to join and watch that. So, Letter Edge Comics. Where's my post? I hate how they did this now. How it's so hard to post things. I just want to make a post. Create a post. There it is. Anyone want to watch me live draw some images for the Genesis Battle of Champions Kickstarter submissions? Follow the link and enjoy. I'll paste that link. And we will post that. And once it's done posting, we will share that over once it posts. Again, not a fan of this. And we will say, there's the post. And that's right now, right? That's my new post? Yes, just now. And we're going to share that to a group. Search for groups called Genesis. No, come on. There's a group called Genesis. Oh, that's why I have to share it as me. Share as me to Genesis Battle of Champions. Live drawing some artwork for my GBOC card submission. The wrong artwork on it, but that's okay. I'll have to fix that later, I guess. Fix it in post. So that's shared. So now people are going to probably start watching soon. I'm hoping I have some people watching. Let's see. I've got no one watching. Okay, so someone is watching. That's good to know. But I lost my drawing glove, so I can't like. It's so frustrating when you lose that drawing glove because that's kind of important. It's kind of an integral part to the hand sliding better on the canvas. Anyways, let's grab our pencil. Go to a nice solid black, and we're going to start with our rough card layout. So, in Genesis, whoops, I'll put an image in there. In Genesis Battle of Champions, our card layout is roughly like this. You'll notice when I've been doing the chibis, they've been off-centered a bit because over here we have the blocks with, you know, like the symbols in them, and I can't remember where that one is. This one is this one. Yeah, that's a wonderful rendition of it. Anyways, that's where the blocks are. Name is here, and text and abilities are here. So, has to fit into that space up there, nice and easy. So that's our rough layout of the background. We put in another layer, and we can zoom in here a bit. And as per usual, I will use absolutely zero reference, which makes the artwork that much harder to do. But I think that's my problem, not yours, or anyone else's for that matter. So we got our face, roughly. We're going to have, I think it's going to be more like this. I think this person's going to be on their knees screaming. That sounds about right. So let's zoom out and actually get a much more general shot of them. So we're going to have shoulders like this, right? Box in the chest area, kind of curves like this a little bit. We've got the knee here, we've got another knee down here. Their feet can be like that. And we're going to have an arm with a hand up here. No, the hands have to be closer to the head, I think. Yeah, so this arm, we need the hand up here. So the hand is here, which means this arm comes down like that, connecting to the shoulder there. This hand is up here, like so. And the person has to be here, screaming at the top of their lungs. Hate drawing screaming faces for some reason, I don't know why. VOT.FYI. I'm assuming that is a spam comment. Can I get rid of those live? Let's see. Oh, I sure can. Report. Yeah, I think that's pretty much that. Report. Yeah, I don't know what VOT.FYI is. Anyways, back to drawing. Let's get in here and should this be an actual champion? Should this, or a champion? Yeah, a champion. Should this be a champion or just a generic character? What are we thinking here? Do we want it to be an actual champion? If it is, I'm going to have to pull in some champion artwork to do this. Who do we know? Who do we know that we can add to that? I got some cards in front of me. We want to make this, we want to make this Malik maybe? Got a Malik card nearby. Yeah, maybe we make it Malik. Let me pull up a Malik here somewhere. Oh, yeah, see my screen jump. Lovely, you got to see the background. You got to see my kids, because that's what Windows does sometimes, because, you know, why not? Let's just do generic person before I screw more things up. So we've got the head here. Let's do it boxier so I know where the planes are of it, right? It's like this. Jaw has to be open. We want to really scream. This head has to be tossed way back, right? Bottom of the nose is what you're going to see. The eyes are in distress. Very comic booky kind of look, but that's okay. That's what we want to go for, I think. Yeah, so we're going to sketch it in a little bit better here. We'll leave him bald for now. We'll worry about the hairlines after. The eyes are closed because of how much pain and agony this individual is in. We've got our nose, nostrils. We've got our comically exaggerated screaming mouth. Row of teeth up there. You see a tongue. Big comic booky tongue in there. That's not even centered right, that tongue. Whoops, wrong button. We need our eraser. There's our eraser. Fix up that tongue a little bit. Tongue should be coming from right about there. And that's the back of the mouth. Yeah, that's where his tongue is. So we might see it in the final artwork, might not. Got a row of bottom teeth coming in there. Ear is going to be down around here somewhere. And we got our forehead. Yeah. Much bigger than it was. Shouldn't be that big. I like the forehead where it was before. Much shorter top to his head. Or their head, I guess, really. Jaw is unhinged. This person is supposed to be in absolute agony in the head area. Clean that up a bit. That head is massive. I might have made it too big, but that's okay. We got muscles here. We got a shoulder. We got a shoulder over here. It's the only time I wish this display had touch so that it's easier to like move around. In the background here, we're gonna have bicep here. Comes down to elbow down here, which leads to forearm, which is kind of gonna be like this. Big bulky guy. Not sure who this is yet exactly, but that shouldn't matter. Their hand has to be in total wretched agony, like they are just unbearably in pain. And you will see why in a moment. Make that finger bend down a bit more. That finger does not look like it's in pain for some reason. These other fingers look like they hurt. They look like this person is not having a good day. Oh, did I switch to what happened to my pencil? There we are. There we go, that's good. This pinky can just go out this way for some reason. That's an agony hand. I think that's an agony hand, at least, to my mind. Let's do this arm here. We've got a giant bicep over here, next to the body there. We've got an elbow over here. We do this. Big, thick wrists. There's the palm. That's the pinky. Might have an extra joint in there. That's fine. He's in such pain, his fingers are just all messed up. Thumb sticks right out here. Yeah, this guy's not feeling it. He's having a day, put it that way. Let's try and get, whoops, didn't mean to zoom in. We meant to move it to get his body in there. So we got this is bicep, shoulder. This is chest, chest, abs, because you know comic book characters do not have flab. They're just all ab. No flab, all ab. Easy to hide my inability to do this connecting stuff with a belt. We got a leg coming out here, so here we got to get his hips like this, right? Obviously reference would have been better, but you know, whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. I don't have a reference image of someone screaming like this. And here comes his thighs, big knee bone there. That leg goes out that way. I'm going to put a heel back here with a foot. There's some toes. Yeah, it's not too far off. This leg can come back in here with a foot down. That perspective's not too far off, I don't think. Okay, not sure what they're wearing here, so let's just let's do some baggyish clothes. I think maybe they got like a capri type thing, not capris. What are they called? I don't know, something with a band around this far down their leg, that sort of thing, right? So these can be bare. We'll put little sandals on them because I feel like someone that's going through what this guy's going through is not going to be dressed super well. And I think my backflip guy also had sandals on him, so they're kind of like in the same universe. Maybe it's the same guy. Who knows? Who knows exactly? But this looks good. We'll do a high-waisted belt here. It's just a black belt. All right, these are going to be baggy pants with lots of lines in them. He's got another band here holding these to his leg, kind of cutting into the muscle of the leg. Right? Yep, he's in utter agony. That guy looks like he's in pain, right? See, this arm maybe should be out more. Let's try it. Where's my selection tool here? Gotta get used to using Sketchbook again. That's not the selection tool I want. Yes, because that's where I go. Lasso. So we're going to lasso the hand and this arm and this elbow and all the way up here, and then I think we jump over to here and we are able to move it and rotate it. Yeah, and then we can move it up a bit more. See, I gotta be very careful with this because I need that ear exposed. That works. I think that's good. You can put it up like this. Yeah, that works. This guy's not a happy camper. Back to the pencil, and now we can draw in the rest of what we had going on here with the elbow. This chest muscle can come, or elbow, shoulder. Chest muscle can come up to that shoulder there. Bicep hides back here. Tricep goes underneath there. Very, very bulky, muscular guy. Get a soft eraser to just soften this up a bit so I can see a bit clearer what's going on. Hard eraser to get rid of that bit of his shoulder there, and the one that's cutting through his fingers so we can actually see the hand all messed up. Feel free to throw words in the chat, whoever's watching. I got a chat window here that I can see. Oh, does the back of this thing work to erase? Nope, it works to draw. That's weird. Yeah, feel free to toss whatever words you want into the chat. I can actually read it. As long as you don't put in spam like someone else did, I think. Because I think that was just some bogus website. But anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's get back to this drawing. Is he taking up too much of the frame overall? Should I shrink the whole thing down a bit? That's the question. I think I might need to. So let's grab our magical shrinking tool, which is this guy. We're going to shrink the whole image down. We're going to shift him up a bit. Oh, no, down, because we need more screen. Yeah, there we are. I think like that. Do we rotate him a bit too? Yeah, I think this might be better. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. All right, that's our screaming boy, all in agony and pain, right? Now we're going to come over after, but first we are going to zoom in to here. We are going to throw in a new layer, lighten that layer, and we are going to do something I think is really fun. You guys can let me know though. There we go. We need some coming out of this side. have some dropping down here like this. They look like little maggots, right? And I think we need a couple more of them, just so they're quite visible. Little guy over here. And of course there's going to be like some bloody ooze dripping off them and stuff, because they're, you know, they're just being birthed from his skull. Because, you know, that's always what people want to see, right? And if any of you are curious as to what these things are that are flying out of his head, I will let you know by taking this image, moving it up. Oh, I guess I gotta unhide it first. Unhide. Because we are going to sneak this bad boy into the background there. I think that's a good size for now. We'll make it a bit smaller because it should be way in the distance. I'm going to rotate it a bit. That's pretty good positioning. And I want it up higher. It should be above the hand so you can see it clearer. Let's lighten it up a bit. Come back to this layer and we'll pencil on top of it. I want to just cut and paste it in, but we'll do our own drawing of it. Right? Why not? So, you can let the cat out of the bag now. My design, one of my submissions, is based on this emergent worm, which I'm still trying to figure out how it's spelt, so hopefully someone can answer me in the Discord. Based on emergent worm, we have the emergent earworms. Ta-da! Popping out of his head, right? That's nice, no? It's all worm girl, worm boy, whatever. It's all wormies little babies. All these little babies popping out of this poor, desolate man's head. That's fun, no? So that would be, you know, our nice framed image, I think. I think that's good. I think we can lighten up this now. We can throw another layer on and we can start doing our inking. Again, it's kind of comic booky because that's how I draw right now. I'm still working on my painterly styles. But, yeah, I think this is fun. Let's get in here. I think we're going to do the worms first. Let's get way in there then, because I want to get some good detail in these disgusting little things. So, these baby worms are... Whoop, that's way too thick of a pen. Let's shrink you down. Is that... Oh, that's the opacity. No, let's make you smaller. Bring you down to like 10 points or 11. That should be good. Yep, that's good enough for now. Nice little wormies here coming out of the ear. They're gonna have their nice little claws here, just starting to emerge, right? This little guy here. I'll have to get some nice red coloring into him there, into his maw. They're gonna have a little bit softer of scales than the big mama one, because, you know, they're babies. Babies are soft. They found their way into his brain and now they're coming out, which means this guy's got some splorch around him. I guess that splorch should be a little bit more splashy, but whatever. We'll get some bits of gore on the guy's face as well, because, you know, he's had a couple worms fall out of his ears, as you can tell. Let's move this down a bit. Baby here. Little claw there. I guess these guys could have been latched onto him, right? But I like this. Yeah, I got a bunch of. Let's get this ooze in front of that one. A little bit behind it too. Comes in front of it there. Where's our next one in this map? Over here. There we are. This one here is going to be quite gooey, because we can do that, so why not, right? Here's his claw. Of course, these are very rough sketches, and not at all, should this happen to be accepted as one of the cards, it will probably not have anything to do with the actual final artwork, but whatever. I'm having fun doing it, and that's what really matters, right? It's part of the enjoyment is getting these done. So this guy, I think, has to have a big splorch coming right out of the ear, because we can't see that ear. So he needs a little bit of schmutz on his face. And this ear has to be exploding with gore. Yeah, it's not working how I wanted it, but do a little bit comic booky stuff there, little bits of gore flying. And little guy here is coming out of that. And let's do that. So yeah, someone had said the word emergent earworm in our thing, and there's another spam comment. Thank you, Lily Brooks, for writing that report. Unwanted commercial content or spam report. And I don't know what people expect to get out of dropping random weird links in the comments. Like, no one's going to follow them, I don't think. No one wants to go to vog.fyi. I don't know. Maybe people do. Maybe people are falling for it. I don't know. There's a bunch of gore splorching out, and this guy's going to have some stuff flying off of him, I think. I think we need a couple more of these guys, because 4 of them is odd. You should always have... You need an odd number. You need 5, 3, 7, stuff like that. So I think we're going to put one more. I think I know what we're going to do. We're going to have one guy down here on his leg, sitting in a pile of stuff. I should probably zoom in here a little bit so that I can get a little more detail, but he's going to be sitting in a pile of ooze that's just dripping down his leg. There we go. That's nice and gory, right? What do you guys think? You like those little worms so far? Now we're not going to do Mama Worm yet. We're going to now do our poor sap that's getting his head exploded from the inside out. I think we're going to start with the hand. I like drawing hands. Not great at them, but I love drawing them. So I'm going to come up with a knuckle. This other weird knuckly shape here. Fat fingers, because I think that's cool. A couple of wrinkles where the knuckles are, sort of. I missed a knuckle in the middle there, but it's okay. It adds to the unrealistic agony of it. Artistic license. That's what I tell my son every time he asks how something's going with the art and why it doesn't look real. Well, it's artistic license, buddy. You can make anything look like anything. You just say, I don't know, that's how I envision it. Right? Let's get some nails in here. I kind of messed up his... Oh no, his palm's here. That's right. Okay. Now this hand's going to go down like that. We have a nice sharp elbow. This goes in here to a nice big forearm. Get maybe some veins going in here, like he's really intensely, freaked out. The muscles should be all tense. A little bubble there. Let's erase that little bit in there for it, so that I'm gonna have to redraw that anyways. Whoops, inker, not pencils. There's a nice bulging vein on the guy. What did we do? Oh, we missed some more knuckle wrinkles. This one's actually got 2 of them there finally. There we go. Little fold up. Oh, that fold was backwards. Fold up there. Not bad. Let's move you over here. I'm on the other layer, right? Yeah, okay, good. So I can now get his, let's get his ear going in here. No, you go away, and we go, let's give him an earring. Why not? Oops, that's way too thick. Why the earring? Because why not? It gives us a little bit of something else visual to clue into. There's a bit of his ear, a little Y-shaped thing back there, but I always do that wrong anyway, so we're going to do a little bump here. Get the little fold-in part there, the ear. He's going to have hanging earlobes because that's how I draw them mostly. And then I've got to figure out this head here. His head's going to come up under this finger and over here like so. Into his eye. I think we can do this. We got some nice curve there of the eye. Nice little bit of anger underneath the eyes. We'll draw his eyebrows later. This comes down, this mouth. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Sorry, forgot about that. This is stretched out nicely to a big chin. Nice awkward nose. Noses look funny from below, I think. I made that too big. Should have followed my other. Yeah, should have followed this. So here's the tip of his nose. And we'll do one bump and two. Those parts of the nose have a name. Don't know what they are. Because it ain't just nostril, that's for sure. Now we're going to do the mouth. I'm going to do this. Big bottom lip. Comes down there. Do a little bit of that. Give him a little chin cleft. Let's get some teeth going here like so. And get a tongue that does this. It's going to hide a bit into the darkness of his mouth when we color it, I think. So I don't have to worry too much about it. Bottom row of teeth. Oh no. Bottom row of teeth is going to go under that tongue. Why not? And he looks like he's really in some sort of agony. Top row of teeth looks weird. Teeth look weird, but let's live with them for now. This is going to come, his jawline's going to come down like this and break out and go up and around here. Is my audio like severely delayed to what's actually happening on screen? I wonder. I can't tell because I know that the screen is a bit delayed, but I'm assuming that's well, maybe not actually, because I guess I'm watching the live feed of it, right? Yeah, okay. Well, you guys tell me if it's a problem. I don't think anyone's going to care. So we're going to do this. Move that like that. A nice big shoulder here. Got a trap here. Big bicep curving in there. Should use the shortcuts that are built into the Cintiq, but yeah, that takes work to figure them out and learn them all, so I just keep tapping the menus. Plus, if I figure them out, then I got nothing to complain about. This way, at least I can say, oh, so much work. It's so annoying. Do that. Let's zoom over here to this side. I'll get this bicep, this chest muscle coming down. Curving in here. Blood's dripping right off of it. Blood and gore, I guess it should be like a weird, like, gore, right? Because it's partially his brain and stuff coming out. How strong is he now? I think he's dead. Oh, we don't want bigger wings than that on him. And we'll put this big, thick, heavy belt around him. It's going to be all black. Except for this middle part where it's got a bit of shine to it. There we go. Let's do this and this. We'll fill that now. Back to my pen. No, the other way, right? When you draw with traditional media, you often pull your, see, this one's working weird now. When I'm doing traditional media, you pull the brush out to get it up off the page and get the fine lines. I find with digital, usually you have to go the other direction. Anyways, I'll fix that up later. That's just for the overall look of it right now. And we're going to zoom out a bit so we can come down to his legs. Oh, we should do this other arm first, right? So, Will, I want to know if I've done your worm boy proud, or worm girl, I guess in this case, if that's her babies. Or maybe that's not how they procreate. I don't know how much work you've done into thinking about the life cycle of this worm. But you let me know if this is doing it prouder, or if I've totally messed up what you had in mind for what these worms do. because this worm's having babies on this guy's head, which I know is perfectly disgusting, and that's what it's supposed to be. We gotta rotate the screen a little bit to get this hand better. Yeah, that'll work. There we go, and finger, knuckle wrinkles. And then this one. And then we're going to drag you over here. And this is actually our index finger, isn't it? Yes, it is. We're going to rotate that back out so I can get to that angle better. It's a little bit messed up, this index finger, but not supposed to be paying attention to the index finger. Sorry, stop talking there for a minute because Apple in their infinite wisdom has made their headphones constantly talk to me and pick up my voice even though I've shut off the Siri, listen for Siri type thing. So it's constantly doing stuff like texting people and calling people, and I do not want that to happen because people are going to get weird texts from me that say all kinds of garbage. Thank God the last one that happened like that, it was just to my wife, and she understood that technology can be stupid, but no one wants like a business thing going out to someone by accident, right? It's kind of weird. Anyways, that's that. These fingers go in here. No, that one's weird. That one doesn't work. Okay, let's straighten this guy out. Let's bring him up. Let's zoom him out again. Not bad. Let's get into the legs here. I'm going to be a little bit sloppier with these for now because they're not going to show up anywhere. We're going to do this. Same thing as we have for the waist, a nice sharp black for that belt thing, some wrinkles going up here, a little bit of wrinkles coming off the pants. This side here is going to be nice and, whoops, didn't get it baggy enough, nice and baggy. Another black belt there. We got a lot of wrinkles coming out of here, I guess, right? And we should at least. There we go, a couple over here. One or two more coming off the legs. I like these sharp angled ones, like Aladdin style pants. There we are, Aladdin style, that's what I was looking for. So now we're going to do the same in the legs here with that little bit of shine buckle thing. Fill it. Oop, that was wrong. Draw that line a bit further down. Now we can fill it. And we go back to our pen. And we get a leg, and we get a knee on the ground here. That kind of goes back into his leg there. We got a heel. Get some nice strappy sandals going. So we did on the other guy. Super sloppy though, but whatever. Toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, they're in there somewhere. This knee comes out, goes down like so. Got a foot that does this with a toe. See the other ones in the background somewhat. There's a strap going there. This is the back of his foot there. Oh, forgot the rest of this foot. Okay, well, we forgot fingers on that other hand, didn't we? Yes, we did. Or fingernails, I should say, not fingers. We got the fingers. We got to get the nails on there. Nope, that one's no good. Nope, still no good. There we go, and the thumb you can't see because of where it is. So he is done. Now we're going to work on Worm Boy in the background in a little bit of a comic booky style because that's what we got. So we got these giant claws to the maw. I guess these are kind of reminiscent of the Dune or even Tremors, really, right? I get a little rough in here. nice wrinkly. Kind of looks like lips, actually. It's kind of disgusting. Good design here, Damian. I like how gross this thing looks. And we're gonna come up here. We've got to leave room in between these plates to get that nice flame, lava-like stuff going on in him, right? So I'm just going to do the plates like so. We'll sneak the lava into them after the fact. Hope I'm doing it justice. And oh, I don't like where that one ended. It should never end. There we go. We can do that. Now this one can start coming out like that. Should never end a point into a point. So what I was doing there before is I came up like this, I went across, and then I went like that. And when you get a point like that ending in a point, it looks terrible art-wise. You should never ever do that. It's just like ending in the corner. You should never, if you look at the top corner of the screen, you should never have something that goes right into the corner like that. You should always have it end just off from the corner, even if it totally changes around how your artwork looks, because it's just artistically not pleasing. That's one thing I learned from actually every art teacher, my father included, all taught me that when you do when you're doing art stuff, never end things in a corner like that. It's very displeasing to the eye. It distracts from the beauty of the piece. It makes you look. It ruins the symmetry of it, I guess, is what it is. It just kind of messes things up, so you don't really enjoy looking at it anymore. So here the things kind of fade away. I know they're still there, but for a sample piece, this is a lot of scale, so we're going to tone that down a bit. And by the looks of it, it's got that soft, wormy underbelly that I'm used to drawing on a worm, or the inside of a dragon sort of thing, so we can do that too. I got no problem matching that up there a little bit. Makes my life a little bit easier. And I guess that's, I guess the worm baby should be more of a lava look coming out. Like all that gore should be kind of lava-like. Either way, let's get a good background going here. So we're going to add another layer for background, because we want to have something similar to these spikes that he's jumping out of, right? So this guy here is going to be in the foreground, I guess, on some sort of a ledge, right? We're going to have maybe a big rock formation here. Let's redo that rock formation. And erase a bit of this here so we can get that rock formation, oops, in front of him. So we got like a nice, nope, that didn't work. It's not what we wanted. We're going to do this, and we're going to come down here, and we're going to, like that. Worry about some layers and that and levels later. I'm going to move this over here, and get another rock formation here, which will not show up underneath the affiliations, but that's okay, we know it's there. Nope, that's not a good way to draw the rubble at the bottom. We'll erase this line back here. Go back to our pen. Drag that around a bit. Okay, we're going to get rid of Lava Boy's imagery so that we can actually get the rest of these rock formations in there without getting too much in the way. To show the lava fields, I guess we have a little bit of a rockery back here, like he's coming out of a chasm of some sort, right? A few stalagmites or stalactites back there. Yes, I don't know which one they are, but that's okay. Yeah, maybe another spear of rock here, kind of doing that. That looks not so bad, eh? I think that's pretty decent. Okay, now let's get some rubble in the bottom here. Best way to hide rock going into other rock is little bits of dirt and dust and rubble. Right, little pile of dirt and schmutz, as we said before. Kind of just filling it in. Here we got chasm, so we'll do the rockery coming down. Now I do like to do, we got some planes here on this rockery. Right, this looks like a surface here. Nope, don't like that surface. I think this is a plane here. It's kind of triangular. And then this here we got a little one of those going on. This here I think we go like this. And that goes like that. And this goes up to there. This one here we're going to come down. We're going to do this. Add a little bit of depth to it. Yeah, they're kind of squarish, but whatever. I'm no artist. I just pretend to be. This here should have a nice little thing that does this. Yep. This one here has something similar, but we'll end it in a point instead, just to vary it a bit. And there's our rockery around him. There should be a puddle of some splorchy stuff on the ground around him, I think. No? It would make sense to have like a little pool of ichor type stuff around him. No, we don't need the shine in that. We're going to do that in with color later. Ooh, and maybe we should have a couple worms in that. Yes. Great idea, guys. And where's my worm layer? I'm going to put them in the same layer as the worms. That's big worm. There's the little worms. Go with this layer. I'm going to have a couple little guys in here. They're half buried in the muck. Right, yeah, so we have a couple guys here. This guy here is going to be inching along, I think. So we're going to show the top of him, and he's going to be doing this. He's going to come halfway down, and that's where the fluid will be on him. So it looks like he's crawling away. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. They look like they're in the same plane, though. Should I vary that a bit? I should. So we're going to grab him, lasso, and mover him. So rotate him a bit so he looks a little bit more natural. We're going to move him up to there. That looks good. What do you think? I think that's good. So rotate to square it up. Zoom it out. Bring it down. Take off our pencil layers. Which I think is that layer. Yeah, that's our box layer. And that's our, nope, that's our background. Is this our pencils? There's our pencils. Okay, so we've got to move that down. I don't want it to interfere with the other layers. Oh, and we've got forgot about him. Where's our pencils for? There he is. That's pencils for emergent worm. There we go. That's pretty nice, no? I think that's decent. Let's get in there and lay down some colors, I guess. Or we're gonna do black and white for now. Maybe I just leave it black and white for now. Let's go into Mama Worm and fix her up a bit. I think we're gonna, well, first of all, this guy's a human, so he needs, there we go. He just needs one, the other one's covered in gore. Let's work on Mama here and give her a little bit more of these scales. She looks kind of hollow and empty. There we go. Now we can zoom out. I should put some veins on this hand too if we're going to look that. If we want it to look like he's that stressed out, right? I don't know why I think the veins really add to make him look like he's just, you know. Oh, wrong layer. Damn it, drew that on the wrong layer. That's okay. Let's get to him. Nope. Him. There we are. Turn back on. Get a little bit of his arm there. And we'll be able to throw in a vein there too. So we go like that. And we come up here, we bubble over. And we do that. He looks pretty stressed out. He's gonna have some, he was supposed to have some veins coming down from his neck, I guess, right? If he's that crazy about it. Yes, veins always look like letter Y's to me. Because if I do too many things, they look kind of wonky, but whatever. We'll do it like that. Oh, eyebrows. I forgot all about that. He's going to need some eyebrows because it's a great way to show some of the emotion. And also blacken his mouth, I guess, here now. Yeah, so we're going to do this and this. Right under the teeth, over the tongue. Fill that in. Gets lighter as it gets out. Under the tongue should be blacked in too. I'll just sketch it in like that. Get some, there we are, coming out from there. A little bit of dark in the corner of his mouth too. A little bit of dark under the teeth. looks pretty good. These are his eyes, so he's got to have, yeah, some of that coming in from there. We're going to do eyebrows like this, because he's just livid. And we'll sketch those in like this for now. Just getting kind of what it needs to look like, right? There we go. Oh yeah, some wrinkles in the forehead, right? A little bit of, yeah. Nope, that line doesn't make sense. He's got to have these around his eyes. And of course, how could I have forgotten these? The lines are down from there. A little bit of the corners of the mouth. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. He looks pretty pissed, no? I think that's good. I think we're on the right track. Head looks a little bit wonky, I'll admit, but not bad for a half-assed attempt, right? I think so. I think we're good. I think I can, you know what, let's go throw one more layer on top here. Let's add a little bit of just like, you know, stuff to the rocks. Just make them look rocky. Little comic booky trick of just, you know, just from doing all the black and white comics I used to do, so, or still do, I guess, to a degree. You just, you add texture to it, right? It's the only texture you could do when you can't, when you don't have color to work with. Sometimes you do this, looks like a little imperfection in the stone, right? These ones can do with some bigger ones coming down because they are like big fissures in the rock. These guys are way in the background, so I got to keep them a little bit smaller just because of the distance. Let's get rid of that out of my way. So I have to give a big shout out to Will K for giving me the artwork for the worm, so that I had something to base that on instead of just watching the video and trying to guess what was going on. And to Damian for drawing that worm in the first place, because that was a huge inspiration for this. So good on both you guys. Thank you so much for giving me the overall inspiration to get this thing done, because I'm loving it so far. Kind of hoping that they like my my idea. Did I say it already? Did I tell you guys what this was going to be called or not? Maybe I didn't. Watch the go to the Kickstarter for Genesis Battle of Champions, and you will see them post in the next couple days, I'm assuming, as part of their card pitch contest, which was one of the unlocked stretch goals, a video of this thing, and he will be looking for, well, okay, so the giant worm in the background that Damian drew and Will invented is the emergent worm, and I am submitting the emergent earworm. So yeah, hopefully they like it. It's a little punny, but nothing too drastic. It's not like I'm reinventing the wheel here, sort of thing, with doing things that are somewhat comedic. Let's get this turned. Perfect. So now we can do a little bit of, oh, we need bigger pen. Let's go up to 17. Gives a little bit of texture to the ground. Lines get a bit thinner as we get further away, so we know there's a depth to this property that he's on. Kind of fakes it, but you know, fake it till you make it, right? That's a little too solid there in the middle. These shouldn't be connecting. You have to have that kind of like layers of sedimentation sort of thing. Let's make that thicker yet, so we can do down here. So this is supposed to look like layers of dirt and whatnot, right? Just layers of sand, one over another sort of thing going backwards. Let's rotate that back up. And I think we're done for now. I think we're going to submit it like this, because I think that's enough for now. I will paint over it, but for now I think I'll put a couple lines of shine in the gore that's on the ground. And yeah, I think that's great. I'm very happy with that so far. Oh, you know what? No, we should have. I forgot. We need to put some dirt lines in the far distance, which means we have to really shrink down our pen again. Let's go to that. Let's go to an 8. 8 sounds good. We'll get zoomed in a little bit again. I want to keep the edges in because I like pulling them in from the edges. And so this is where I'm at a crossroads and kind of torn, right? Because the background looks a little bit more filling if I do more detail in it. However, you shouldn't see more detail as you get further away, right? Like our eye should see less detail. But I think by doing more detail in the background, you fill it in a bit. You make it look like it's a real place. Whereas the foreground has less detail because that's where your action is, and you want to see your character as the detail of it. Whereas in the background, I think you want this kind of mess to just give it some volume, right? Make it feel like a place. Whereas in the foreground, you don't want that volumetric stuff. You want your character to stand out and be your main goal. There we go. I think that's good for now. I think I'm gonna end it there, submit it as is, and then if they have any interest at all in the card, I'll come back and color it, just like I'm going to be doing for the other card. Shoot, what was that called? Oh boy, not Attack of Opportunity. That was discontinued. That was disqualified. Thank you, Alex, for disqualifying me. But the other one, shoot, what was that one called? The other one where you jump back. Oh boy. Anyways, there was another one I submitted. You think I'd remember the names of my own card? Oh wait, no, I have it written down. I do have that card written down, so I can look up what it's called. It is called Leap of Faith. And I've reworked it a bit because I have a different idea how it's going to work. So I will submit that one, probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm probably going to submit the earworm, and then I'll submit that one on Friday, maybe. I want to spread them out. Spread the love, you know? Anyways, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're checking out this video after, let me know what you thought. And leave some comments on it. Be nice to see what you think of it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.